Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to Free America. I'm having a hard time remembering to use this microphone. So, one of the things I intended to do when I started the year out was book reviews. So I'm going to do that. First, I'm going to start with, actually, it's a magazine review. So, The Backwoodsman. I don't know how many of you have seen this magazine for sale or have read it, but I recommend it. And full disclosure, so I've written a small number of articles for this magazine. I don't get paid for them, and this is not a paid advertisement. I just think it's interesting to folks in our community. Now, it's not really a prepper magazine. It's more like a self-reliance, primitive living skills, homesteading, or it says it right here, right? They talk about using black powder weapons and that kind of stuff. So, I'm going to give you an idea, if I can. These articles in this magazine are written by viewers. So here's one on how to make a blanket coat. Or not viewers, by readers. So it's a reader-supported magazine. It's full of different kinds of survival skills and backwoods skills, homesteading skills. Here's one about reloading with the 45 410. On the back, Mr. Ritchie sells some knives. He's also a knife guy. So it's an interesting magazine, mostly because it's not full of hype. So a lot of prepper magazines out there are trying to sell you something, you know, the latest gadget or whatever. You won't find that in this magazine. What you will find is people writing articles about things that they do that relate to hiking, fishing, camping, you know, backwoods kinds of things, and also, you know, skills that you would use around the house, around the farm. How to make a hobo stove. You know, different kinds of hobo-like skills, those kinds of things. For instance, one of the recent magazines, not this issue, somebody wrote an article about how to make Keppert knives out of butcher knives. Now, I didn't write that article. I wish I had, because that's something that I actually do. So, I'll show you this. This is a Ontario old hickory butcher knife that I modified into a Keppert knife. Right? I put the black walnut scales on it, brass pins. I shaped the blade the way I wanted it for a 5-inch Keppert knife, and it's a full tang knife. And it takes an amazing edge. So, being a traditionalist kind of a guy, and being a fan of Horace Keppert, I wanted to make one of these. So I did. And those are the kinds of things, the kinds of skills that you'll see in the Backwoodsman magazine. They talk about bank line fishing. They talk about living in a van down by the river. It's just really interesting stuff. Let me see if I can find some. Here you go. Just in case you need to, you can live in your van. That might be a bug out skill. You never know. Simple things like how to do minor modifications on your 10-22 rifle, which is something that I do all the time because I'm a huge fan of the Ruger 10-22. I think it's probably one of the best things God ever created, and there's just so many things you can do with it. So I love getting other people's ideas about how to do that kind of stuff. So once again, it's called the Backwoodsman. You can subscribe to this magazine, or you can pick it up at Walmart, at most of the drugstores. I don't know, wherever you guys live. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description. So if you decide that you want to, you can order one copy or order a subscription. So here's what does happen. If you write an article and it's accepted, instead of paying you money, they will give you a subscription for a period of time. So that's how I keep my subscription to Backwoodsman. Is I write articles that are interesting to me and interesting to people like me who read the Backwoodsman. So thanks for joining me here today in Free America. I really appreciate your support. Like I said, I was going to do more of these book reviews, and I'll do another one today actually, that is more prepper oriented. But being a wannabe gentleman farmer, and want to be self-sufficient and take care of things around the house by myself, the Backwoodsman magazine just fits into my lifestyle. I think it'll fit into many of our community's lifestyles. So check it out. God bless America. Thanks for joining me.